Hi, I'm Terry Tucker, author of Sustainable Excellence 10 Principles to Leading Your Uncommon and Extraordinary Life, and a featured author in the new book, Perspectives on Cancer Stories of Healing, Hope, and Resilience. Welcome to another edition of Sustainable Excellence Extras. Today, I'd like to share a story about the importance of paying attention to details as a leader. If you're in charge of an organization, there are a million ways to foul up every day, and almost all of them can be avoided with a little more attention to detail. If you're in charge, your job is to minimize the mistakes, but you can't be everywhere at once. Yet you still have to try to impress all of your people with the importance of paying attention to details. How do you accomplish this? Strategy is leadership. Nobody is going to believe it is important unless you, the leader, make it a priority. The tactic you use is to set an example. Lou Holtz, the former head coach of the University of Notre Dame football team, was a stickler for details. For example, Notre Dame had a road game at Purdue. The players had been instructed to wear coats and ties to the stadium because they'd be closely observed as representatives of the University of Notre Dame. The players stood waiting to board the buses to go to the stadium for the game. Eventually, Coach Holtz showed up, doesn't say a word, just goes down the line and looks every player over and over. Finally, he goes up to one of the senior players, smiles, reaches up, and straightens his tie. Then he nods to the drivers of the buses. Not until then are the doors of the buses opened and the team is permitted to board. He hasn't said anything, but the message was as clear as if it were tattooed on his forehead. If you're going to be a winner, gentlemen, look like a winner. Little things mean everything. Bud Grant, the longtime football coach of the Minnesota Vikings and another great leader and motivator, took a different tack. The very first drill at the very first practice session of every Vikings training camp was the same. Grant personally demonstrated, and the players practiced how to properly line up for the playing of the national anthem. And they got the message. Let the other teams stand around like they're in a bread line. You're special. You're unique. You're a winner. So look and act like winners every second you're part of this team. You can preach about little things and discipline until you're blue in the face, but it won't work unless you find a way to dramatize it and make it seem important enough so the message gets through. What's the difference between the CEO of company X prowling the halls and looking for messy desks, and Coach Holtz straightening neckties, and Coach Grant showing grown men how to stand up straight? After all, they're all tidying up with the same objective in mind: to demonstrate leadership and instill a sense of importance to details. What the coaches understood is that no matter what the lesson is, you can teach it only by instilling a sense of pride, not shame, in the pupil. Poking your head in offices that are presumably not on public display says, you don't know how to do your job. Shaping up public appearances says, let the whole world see you looking as good as possible. Leave me a comment about your thoughts on how you go about demonstrating what is important to you as a leader. Also, please head over to motivationalcheck.com to get your daily dose of inspiration and motivation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.